All right, you're live.
All right. So this is the part of the show where I get to talk about Frank because he's not here. So this is like the pre-show beginning of the show, the part where we got to wait while he goes and starts Facebook.
Right.
So I'm hanging out with Mike Burns and my sidekick, Carolyn Cowling.
Hey.
The two luckiest people I've ever met when it comes to raffles.
Last year I didn't do too good on the raffles, but this year I did. So we're gonna throw a review of the Lehigh Valley Treasure Hunters Club. Is that what it's called? Lehigh Valley
Treasure Hunters Club.
Yeah, we'll get to it. You know, something like that. I see all those initials and I just make things up. But I know it's Lehigh Valley.
It's funny that it's like LVTHC. It's like, well, you guys do drugs? No, we just metal detect.
Yeah.
I saw what you guys were doing Saturday. They weren't that wasn't weed you were smoking?
No. That was just fumes coming out
You
of
know
my
what?
ear.
Frank must be doing something funny because he lives in a trailer. It shouldn't take him that long to walk to the other side.
I had to go to the West Wing to do it.
I got some special music to introduce Mike tonight, so here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
Now, play that for a reason. There it is. So, Mike, you're an avid fan of wrestling, right?
That's my side business. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah. So I started off filming independent wrestling like 27 years ago.
So you used to do the ones up in Vineland, New Jersey.
Yeah, I did. All we've done is independent wrestling. So like before they get to WWE or AEW, almost anybody on TV, we've seen like their early matches. You know. So
now, if like Frank wanted to come on and maybe wrestle like a 12-year-old, I don't mean it like that, a young lady, like an 18-year-old girl that, you know, because that's probably the only chance he has of winning.
To me, Steve.
That's the only way he has a chance of winning, or you know, someone in a wheelchair. Could he come? Could you get him in the ring?
No.
I wrestle people much older than that. There's some pretty stiff 80-year-olds in this park.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So tonight, I already said we have Carolyn Cowling in the house.
Hey.
Now, listen. I drove. It took us about an hour and a half to get to Lehigh Valley, and I drove with Carolyn Cowling, Debbie McAdams.
Debbie McAdams, who's hiding from me. She never responded.
Elaine and Rich Fonts in my car, and I swear to God, I felt like I was delivering the monkeys to the circus. It literally was like, I mean, that's what it was. So we had it was another epic. This was an epic year, man. We had a great time. We had a blast.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, guess what? Carolyn, do you have what you found there that day?
Oh, yeah.
Let's show everybody. Show that big coin you found. Wait till you see this one, Frank. She scored.
Hold on. I'm checking the other page. Hold on.
Because...
Hold on.
Okay, bouncing the camera around. I was so glad that Carolyn.
It's on your phone.
Funny, Carolyn. She's going to tell me all the stories about you.
So, it will let her. But no, Carolyn walked home with a.
Wait, that's what she found?
No. That's just coins. I'm like searching through on my microphone.
We all use microphones to search our coins.
I mean microscope. You know what I mean.
She's a trendsetter. She's cutting edge. She's using microphones.
We're using the microphone.
Sorry, microscope.
Yeah,
Can you see? I can't. See, this is my phone. I can't.
All right. Put it down. Put it down. Show your face. You're bouncing the camera too much. Give me a headache. All right. So,
All right, so
this was like the third or fourth time Carolyn and I have gone,
Nice.
and I had to, progression. The first, oh yeah, she found a nice. She won that in the
That's
raffle.
nice.
So
that is nice.
trying
I was
to
happy
teach,
about that.
trying to teach Carolyn, Debbie, and Elaine how to do these seated hunts. Carolyn finally caught on by this time, and she did a lot better.
I don't think Carolyn's having too much trouble.
No, she's not. Well, she did pretty well with the raffle tickets too. So I won about 3 or 4 raffle. Oh, by the way, Frank, I beat you out, buddy.
How?
Because remember when we had to get people to log on to Mike's page?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I won a prize and you didn't. So you got Marcus, buddy, and I won.
Well,
How do you like that, Mr.
but at
Famous?
the end of the day, you're still you and not me.
So I know we still got Mike in the corner, but I still want to. All right, so at the hunt we had Michael Baumhoff.
He was funny. He's funny.
Oh, I
He's
know, Mike.
funny.
Beautiful. And I got to tell you something. He handed me something. He gave me something. I think I love this thing, and it is literally awesome. It's called a decision coin, and on one side you can see it says "Hell yeah." All right, and on the other side you can see it says "Luck no." We're gonna say it says "Luck no" on him on the back. So whenever my family asks me for something, so the first thing is I am going to flip this coin to this is going to be the first decision with this coin that Mike gave me, and it's going to be do we keep him on Detect America or do we boot him? Okay, so here goes the flip. Oh, of course I dropped it somewhere. I lost it. Son of a gun! I just lost it. Oh. Do it again. And the answer is hell yes. Hell yes. Right there. You see it. So, Mike Baumhoff, it's been good to know you, but you got yourself booted.
Now, your question was, do we keep him on Detect America? And the answer was hell yeah.
No, I wasn't kick him off.
That's what you said. Sorry. Mike said that gives Mike a lifetime membership.
I hate him. And we'll be hanging out with him again this week at Dig It Dude. So, Mike, how many times have you done this hunt?
This is the 4th time that I've been the third time that I've been hunt master by myself.
And I brag about this hunt because I got to tell you something. I don't know how Mike does it. And I asked him before the show. I said, what are the pros and cons of doing this? And he goes, look, the price of silver is way up, and it's he doesn't feel like it's very easy to do. But I want to tell you something, bro. You knocked it out of the park by the amount that people walked away with. And that's what's impressive, that everybody has an opportunity to do real well. And a lot of people did real well. And then again, there was Michael Baumhoff. So who couldn't, we had to literally tell Mike, no, it's on the inside of the markers. He's off in the woods walking in the trees. We're like, Mike, no. Then he was complaining. The coins were too old for him. He wanted something newer. Like, it was horrible. He just complained the whole time. So 4 times, and I've been there 3 out of the 4. Or have I been there all 4?
I think you've been out of 4 out of. This would be the 5th one that we did. I think you were there 4 out of 5.
I think the first one I missed, and then after that,
no, you did the very first one before I was part of it.
I did the first one.
Yeah.
No, it's been fun, and listen, I got to tell you something. One of the things that were said that another added compliment to this was somebody in my car said there were a lot of nice people there. There were no bad interactions, we'll say, when it came to the detecting and, the way it was ran and the way everyone conducted themselves, out in the field.
Mike says he was your good luck charm.
Baumhoff?
Yeah.
Good luck, my ass. Oh, well, you know what happened with that, Frank? You remember? Oh, you weren't there. Joe Jorgensen has bragged about winning raffles. He one time he sat there and goes, "I was somewhere. Oh, we were at New York, and Joe Jorgensen goes, "Yeah, I'm going to win that." And next thing you know, they call his name. He's like, "I'm really good at this." Well, I bought my tickets right after him. Hey, there's a little bud. What's happening,
There
big
he
guy?
is.
Say hello.
Hello, how are you?
So I think one of the main things that we really succeeded on this last hunt was all the families. You know what I mean? We had a lot of fathers and sons, fathers and daughters. So we're really trying to promote the new generation of metal detectors. They go this way. There you go.
Well, it was pretty funny, Frank. They had an area roped off for the kids, and Andrew, right? Andrew Petrocelli.
Yeah, he's our president. Yeah.
He would walk over and he had a bucket and he just starts launching things over there and the kids are going crazy scooping up stuff. So they were kept busy all day long. Now I happen to have gotten thrown out of that area for some reason.
For the second time in a row.
Frank, I gotta say something.
Go ahead.
So look, I get a book from Andy Savage, and I have his signature, right? So then I have this poor little only ugly book, no signature.
There's no signature on the back?
Not from you. Not handwritten. So where were you, bud?
I will sign it for you.
Uh-huh. When are you gonna come to a hunt in New Jersey?
Well, listen.
They'll sign it for you at Dig It, dude.
Yeah,
But you know what? I can have.
But I will sign it for you next time I'm in New Jersey.
I can have Steve sign it for you. It might be worth more then.
There you go.
Will bottom out. You'll have to pay me to have Steve sign. Nah, just wait till I sign it.
So Mike, tell me.
Yeah, I can pump it up for you in a little bit. Go ahead.
Tell me some of the trials and tribulations of organizing a hunt. And like you said, the price of silver is one thing.
I think going forward, I think the biggest hindrance is the price of silver. You know what I mean? Because I want to make sure everybody kind of has as good a time as possible. You know what I mean? So, doing it over and over again, I'm starting to know everybody's name that comes in. And when people came and found like somebody there found the silver dollar, no names mentioned. Because Steve didn't find one, right? Or did you find one? Oh, you did find one. That's right.
You're darn right, I did.
Yeah.
I heard that was in the kids' hunt area, though.
No.
I had to kick a little kid for it.
So the main thing is, because you have experienced hunters in there, some guys that are really, really good. You know what I mean? And then you have people coming for the first time. So trying to make everybody feel welcome is my main objective. So they come back, they spread the word, and like I said, it's grown from the first one I did in the 20s to 35 to the spring hunt 54 to 74 this time. So it's getting that word and making people feel like they're welcome, that they're getting their money's worth. Main thing is transparency.
Is that how many there was this time? You sold out how many slots?
74.
Okay.
Yeah, we had it set at 70, and then a couple people like, hey, can I bring somebody? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's
so the main thing is making everybody not feel like a customer, but feel like part of a group.
Right. It was. I mean, everyone. It's some of the people I already knew, but then a lot of the people I knew from going to your hunt all the time. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I heard you guys actually sold 100, but 25 gave it back when they learned Steve was going to be there.
The silver would still be in the ground then.
Yeah, I like the guy that found the Barber dime that wasn't put there.
Well, that field's used by
I know
a couple other, and that's the biggest we have ever had the field spread out. So I think there were some coins there might have been there 2 years, 5 years, 10 years.
We should thank the sponsors.
Yeah.
Andy Sabish and Sarlene, awesome. They're very
Treasure
nice.
Hunting outfitters. Like he's helped mentor me a lot in doing these hunts, giving me a lot of like insight because he's a wealth of knowledge.
He is, that's for sure.
So he runs the poker hunt, and then they sponsor the relic hunt.
I want to, you know what? The poker hunt, my friend, is a setup.
The poker hunt stuff.
This is the second year. Listen, this is the second year. I had a good hand. We had a full house, 8s over kings. And there was how many teams? 14.
14
teams.
Yep.
Okay. So last year we had the winning hand, and every group we beat. Every team we beat until the last one who beat us. This year it happened again. We had a full house. I swear to God, full house. And whoever was doing the tabulating was walking through the field. No, we can't beat that. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. And then all of a sudden, the last team, they beat us with like 4 of a kind.
4 times, baby. Winner, chicken
Oh,
dinner.
that's right. You won it, though. You were on that team. Yeah, you guys scammed us somehow.
Yeah. So then,
No, not at all.
then Moondoggy Coffee Roasters, Bob and Donna Funk, supplied the coffee in the morning. Also some snacks.
Donuts, I think.
Yeah, and like muffins and Danish.
Yeah.
And she did me a huge solid on silver at the last minute at a great price, which helped out everybody.
Better than I did?
Same.
Okay.
Yep. And then Bucks County Rare Coin, they supplied, like, each of the kids got some kind of commemorative set, you know what I mean, to get them into coin collecting. And he gave us, a ton of wheat pennies.
Right.
And that's like my main go-to for silver. So like, and then last of all, IWTV company that I'm partners with, we always supply the food.
And that, you know what? That's a biggie.
It is a biggie when you have like 74 hunters, and then my people that help me out, and then so you're feeding like 85 people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's not cheap.
No.
And so I think that's what helps get the, when you put that money into the ground, that's what I think really helps.
Yeah. When that doesn't, if you took out all that out of going into the ground, that makes a big difference. You know what I mean? So
right.
having those main sponsors really gets us to be like, you pay $100, $100 is going into the ground.
And it did.
Right. I think Steve, you should have been the bigger man and gave it back.
Oh, I hooked him up. So, what else was I going to say? I just had something to ask. So, and then a bunch of the guys help you at the club and all. So like assistance in.
Yeah, like club members that help me out. Brian, Mark, Jason, Andrew, and his whole family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that goes a long way, having some extra hands, especially day of. You know what I mean? I can use probably another 2 hands, just because there's so much going on so fast.
Oh, well, next time I'll hold all the silver for you. Why didn't you just ask me?
Yeah.
Glad to see I'm trusted. So, Carolyn, this is your 3rd time there, I think, and you like it, right?
I think it was my 4th. No, my 3rd.
Okay.
Wait a minute. 4th, because the first year I didn't win anything at the raffle. Second year I won the gold. 3rd year I won the gold. This time I didn't win the gold.
But you got the nice silver bracelet.
Yes, I did.
I'll tell you what. I think I don't know, the schedule, the way the schedule went was really well, because you know what? I know you were trying to wrap up by 2, but we got done about 2:30, which was perfect enough time for anyone who had to drive home. because we had all planned to go out to dinner when we got home, and we made it to the restaurant at 5:30. So we all had a great day. So everyone who drove with me. We all went out to dinner by the time we got home, and ended the day real well.
Nice.
Everybody was happy about the day they had and everything.
Yeah, and that's a couple of people said that to me, like you don't have a lot of weight between the hunts, so it's constantly moving.
Right.
I mean, and
Right.
there's experienced hunt masters there. Like
You scheduled it well. You scheduled it well. Yeah.
Yeah, like Bob's done a ton, Mike King's done a ton, Joe's done a ton. Like, so I go to those guys who have been hunt masters and have done dozens upon dozens of events to kind of give me a report card at the end, like, you can do this better, you did this okay, you know what I mean? So I take their criticism, you know what I mean, and then try and make each hunt better.
Well, besides letting Mike Baumhoff go there, other than that, everything was perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I thought it was awesome.
I
This year I came in with a lot of silver.
Yeah. So you counted it. Did most of it come back? I mean,
all but 4 quarters out of 1,056 coins. So that's like 99.97%.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, some of the targets were in there sideways.
Well, you gotta remember, like, we put it in, then you put your shovel in, and then you're pushing it down even farther.
Well, yeah, a lot of them were. Trust me, a lot of them were hitting pretty sideways, which is good, which is cool, man. Because
you gotta, when you're doing all big silver quarters, halves, dollars, you gotta.
Yeah. I tell my gang, listen. I tell my gang, it's about speed and accuracy.
Yep.
If you get your coil over top, get your pinpointer out. Get your pinpointer right on top of that target and then dig it out and then move on.
Yeah. Or if you get stuck on one, move on.
Right.
Well, see, I was following Steve, and that's how I got all my coins, because he just kept going over them.
That's the best philosophy. Just go behind Steve.
This is what I get for trying. Yeah. Just how do you know I didn't leave them there for you?
Because they were so.
You were looking for the Morgan. You were looking for this Morgan.
I think you said I stepped right over that, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
That happens, and I'm glad. If anybody, I'm glad. It
was awesome.
And the good thing is it's 4 quadrants, so each quadrant has the same amount of coins in every one. So you really don't have to leave the area you start in. You know what I mean? Some people go all over the place. So patience pays off. I mean, because you have the same chances no matter which quadrant you start in. Yeah, so we're looking hopefully next year, May 18th, October 25th, or tentative dates, but that all depends on if silver's at $50 an ounce. And
oh my God, I know it. It's
going to come down. It's going to come down again.
Yeah, and then
it might. Yeah, I'm hoping, but I mean, if not, it just seems to be. Yeah, it's pretty high. It's pretty high right now.
Yeah, it's tough to do when you're paying. You mean when right now I think spots at like 24.50 times face.
Right.
That's in the spring we were at like 19 times face.
Right.
So you can put a ton of dimes in. You know what I mean? But when you factor up an extra $5, it just really lessens the amount of coins in the ground, and I want people to feel like
it does. But again, you knocked it out of the park. I mean, it was
somebody. I was going to say somebody stepped up. Steve, who was the one that donated the ugly box?
Carolyn.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I want to tell Carol, thank you very much. We
I got to tell you
buy
something.
them this year because our shop is still down. But Carolyn had one that she had won, and she donated. So Carolyn, I'll be hooking you up next week.
I got to tell you, it was sitting on the table, right? And I'm going, man, if I get called, I can take the ugly box. I can get the ugly box, then I could bring it out to dig it, dude. But then, dude, I mean, it was one of the first couple prizes that was on that table that got picked. And Mike, did you know the guy? Because he was happy.
Yeah, He's one of the guys that helped out with last time he hunted. He found the 1916D.
Oh, he shouldn't have got that ugly.
Yeah. So Brian's he's like, somebody picked the gold and then somebody picked something else. He's like, if I get picked, I'm taking the ugly box. He already has one, like an older version.
Oh yeah.
He's like, that's like one of the best gifts on there. I'm like,
so wait till he tries to find it, tries to use it, and finds out there's nothing inside of it.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was the one I sent Carolyn.
An empty shell. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, the guys from the club helping out, tremendous. You know, the sponsors. You know, and most of all, people signing up, giving us a chance, and just word of mouth. You know what I mean?
Sign it, and the whole idea of signing up, coming out, and you know, following the directions, we'll say, or being, you know, not complaining. I didn't hear anyone complain.
Yeah,
you know, and let me tell you something. That happens a lot.
Jack Witowski wants to know what an ugly box is. I told him, look in the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I mean, I've never heard anybody complain. Everybody's, you know, happy.
Yeah.
Except for it was a little cold in the morning. You saw him laying all bundled up.
Mike, work on that for next year.
That was perfect weather. That was perfect.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you have 75 people, it's easier for something to go awry. I felt like this hunt, to me, I did a way better job than the spring hunt. So I was really happy with it. And we made some slight improvements, you know, giving everybody a set of the directions with the sponsors on it.
Correct.
Trying to communicate everything to eliminate some of the questions, especially for people, maybe it's their first time there or their first seeded hunt. So just always trying to make it better, and make myself accessible.
I'll tell you what, you got the perfect field for it too. You got the perfect property. That's great, perfect size, a great location. How did it look when we were done?
Great. I mean, there's one or two holes that, because there's some old iron in one of the fields. You know,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's going to ring up really nice, like, you know, a silver dollar. So you know there's silver dollars there. So that, but overall the field looked great. And then next year, we're trying to work with a historical society in the area that will probably do one of the hunts in their area to help raise funds for them. You mean?
Okay.
And that field's huge. It's a huge field. So, we're just trying to iron out what date works best for them. And that would I probably do like the maybe more coins like the dime hunt in the spring, or maybe the big silver again in the fall. So always open ideas, suggestions.
I got to tell you, a couple people acknowledged the fact that, and I don't even know. Should I say it? Should I not say it? But a lot of people acknowledge the fact that you got the exposure on Detect America. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but the exposure, you know, got a guy said, "Hey, thanks for getting Mike on there." They thought it really helped and everything. And
it does.
Listen, we promote.
Hunt. Glad to do that.
Yeah, we promote. Well, like we said, we won't promote just anybody's hunt. You know, it's got to be. We got to have good first-hand knowledge that it's a good hunt, and that's, you know, we're going to sell it all day long.
Yeah, I mean, between like the support from you guys and the support from Andy and Charlene,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you just can't run a hunt and have those kind of people with that respect in the industry, you know, just support you for no reason. Like having both you guys and Andy and Charlene, that helps solidify that we're not just like a fly by nighter. We're not trying to get over on anybody, that we're like really out to put on a good time and make people feel like they get their money's worth, and show everybody that, you know, the respect that I get for them, you know, is honest. I mean, like when people are bringing up their silver dollars, I'm like, I was excited for them to show me it. You know what I mean? And I knew I saw all the silver dollars, but seeing them again, that somebody found them, was awesome.
What was I just gonna say something? Damn, I forget. Oh, your location, Allentown. Guess what? We came from South Jersey, hour and a half. Central Jersey, hour and a half. It's not as long of a ride as people think.
Right. I mean,
I think
probably 30 of my 70 people come from Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's not that far of a ride. Somebody told me they came 4 hours from Potter County. He was pretty cool dude.
I have a father and son that come from Erie every time. I had a couple people come up from Virginia, Maryland. Yeah, there was a guy who he was there for his birthday and he found his first silver dollar. He was like, I don't care if I find anything else on. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So
when they come in, they're happy about the hunt. Yeah. They're coming back again. They're telling their friends. It's a good hunt. I never heard anything but good stuff about the hunt.
Yeah, like do you know Peg and John Coney?
Who?
Peg and John Coney.
Are they from the Jersey Club, the older?
Yeah. So like she found a silver dollar the first hunt, and then he came up and found one, and then they both again in the second hunt they both found a silver dollar. So it's nice. You mean when you have that little camaraderie between like a husband and wife or father and son, so it's
they go to a lot of events. We see them at a lot of events. And Frank, you'd love it, man. It's a fun time. It is,
Well, when I was running, every time I turned around, I heard someone go, "Whoa, nice! Oh, check it out!" Everybody was so happy when they found dollars. Right. I was like, "Ooh!" It made me even work harder, faster. It was awesome.
Yeah, so I was a little worried about doing just the big silver, not having as many coins, but we still broke 1,000 coins over.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean by you didn't have as many coins because to me, I thought it was a good mix.
Listen, somebody pops a silver dollar. That's as good as finding 10 dimes. So
right.
It's nice to have big silver come out of the ground.
Yeah. So I'm just happy. Thank you for your support as always.
It's just fun, and you're a good down to earth guy, and we always joke. We're always texting each other and joking back and forth. People don't know what go on behind the scenes, but it's good, lighthearted fun. That and like I said, just enjoy being there. It's a great day.
I'm glad I have at least 2 months off not to promote events, so I'm happy.
It's a shame. It's a shame you couldn't come to dinner with us, man. We had a good one.
I was so exhausted. I came home. I think I just made something at home and I was out by like 7:30 because it was just all the last couple of days of like make sure I have everything. Are we gonna get enough people? Because you just want to give people a good time. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of like the
You certainly did. Like I said, you certainly did, and there was I didn't hear any grumblings, and I'm telling you that we've been to hunts, grumble, and then later on they'll be on the web pages going and making accusation, and
the transparency helps with like reporting to fines.
Yep,
you're very transparent. See, you know what? That's the funny thing is, I don't even. And I put it indulge in your transparency because I know it's going to be a great hunt, and I know you're out there and say, all right, well, for every X amount of people, we have X people get involved in that. I don't even get involved. You know why? I know it's going to be good.
There's hunts out there, and we won't mention names, but there's hunts out there that are going, we have 14,000 prizes. And then you got guys that pay $300-$400 for a weekend and come home with, 5 stickers. Those 5 prizes.
Oh, that's right. Kathy and Tim.
Oh, Team Lynch. Love them.
Team Lynch is great. We were laughing. We had a ball. They told me I'll never be on their show.
They're always super generous. They give us, some things that we put in the raffle. So like, hats off to them. Like I love seeing both of them. They're like, salt of the earth kind of people. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to
sure
miss
they are.
anyone. I don't want to miss anyone who was there, but like I said, I know there's a somebody named Gary in here said Gary Diggs said he came from Baltimore, 2.5-hour ride. So he said you had a great hunt, and so there are people watching that were there. I met that little young man. What was his name? Clinton? The little boy that
Colton. Colton?
Colton. Yeah,
Colton?
Colton. Yeah, so Colton's gonna be at Dig It Dude.
nice.
So he was a good kid. He went out and picked out my card for poker, and he was really cool. So he came over and wished me luck. He said, "Good luck out there."
Nice.
You never did that, Frank.
No, I haven't.
And that's that helps make it more of a family event. You know what I mean? Where it's not
that's
like
the thing, Mike. That's the thing, because you know what? 75 hunters, that's actually quite average for a lot of these hunts. But you make it feel like it's a small club hunt, and everybody knows everybody, and they're coming out there with silver. They're happy, but it's a good atmosphere. You make it seem like a smaller hunt, and that is a more fun time.
Yep.
And even though Baumhoff was there, I had a good time. You wait till this weekend, man. It's going to be fun.
Nice.
It's a shame.
You're going to see Andy Savage again this weekend?
Is he going to her hunt? Yeah, I'll be hanging out with him again. It's a shame, Mike. You should have went to Dig It, dude. You'd have a good time.
He complains every time he has to hang out with you.
Me and the boss are he has soccer in the morning, and then I'm taking the circus. So
yeah, I got you. It would have been fun. You'd have been able to relax and enjoying the camaraderie.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like a great event. I was just like, but we had circus tickets for almost 8 months now. So main thing is getting to spend, since being a single dad, I don't have them every weekend. So,
well, when you're at the circus, right, and you see the little car, you see the little car come in, and about 45 clowns pop out. That's what it was like in my car.
nice.
That's literally what it was like in my car driving to and from your hunt.
Nice. Thank you.
And by the way, you're lucky, Carolyn.
Yeah, I know I am. Thank you.
Dude, we're driving home, dude, and she's in the back. Hey,
You never do that, Carolyn.
and then my co-pilot, Rich Fawns, of course, he's
I
Like,
thought he was checking the altitude.
yeah.
No, Steve talks the whole time. He just blah, 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 blah.
Wait, I did. I talked the whole
time. Well, and Debbie.
time.
It's between you and Debbie. Can't get a word in.
Never got back to me. I sent her a link and everything.
Now, before we say goodnight to Mike, because we got some other things we want to talk about and get some topics. What machine do you use, Mike?
I'm using a Manicore at the moment.
Okay. All right, because we're gonna. I'm on fire right now with the Equinox.
It's becoming a problem. Yeah.
We have a problem with the Equinox. We're going to talk about that, and it may not just be tonight. It might be in the future. But I was just wondering if you were using an Equinox and if you were having any problems.
I still have my 800. So I used that for 2.5 years before I got the Manicore.
Right. How you liking the Manicore?
There's days I like it, days I don't. Like yesterday, I got to go out for a little bit, and I pulled the Silver Rain, and it ran 43. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which would be I was thinking, Tanslaw, rope out.
And people say that because the first coin I found with the Manicore was a Real, and it rang up at 43.
Yeah, it's all over the place, which is.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking some of the because I'm using the Deus too, and I'm having the same type of situations. Like when you were using the CTX and you got a number, you almost knew what it could be, and and some of the gold and silver rings still fell in certain areas.
Right.
Same with the Equinox. The Equinox had good
Very
identification.
good.
Yeah. But now I'm using the Deus 2, which to me is comparable to the Manicore, and the numbers. I mean, I had a 65 on my Deus 2 is a pull tab every day of the week. Every day of the week. And luckily,
You must see a lot of 65s then.
I do see a lot of 65, smart ass. And if I don't dig them, because the one I dug turned out to be an 18 karat gold ring, you know, so you at least got to. And I'm doing it in the beach, which is a lot easier than doing it in the dirt. But you know, I'm starting to wonder about some of these numbers popping up on these machines that aren't really consistent with a certain target.
Yeah, and wait for the ring, the where connected to the top was broken, so that it doesn't have that connectivity of like,
Yeah.
You know, being a circle, which I think definitely changes the VDI. You know what I mean? If it has a break in it, just like necklaces, you
Right.
know,
The Manicore shouldn't do that as bad as the older machines do because the Manicore sees so much smaller. But this is an issue that I have the Manicore too. Not that it wouldn't find the targets, but you couldn't get into a routine of knowing that this was this target, this was this target, this was this target.
But I went to this field yesterday, and we've hit it a ton of times, and I was just like, I unnotched everything. I left it just wide open. I probably dug 20 Zinkins, but like that 143 was the silver that I needed for the month to like keep me on the board and not break my streak of the silvers for the year.
Well, again, I want to thank you for being here. You did a great job.
I said thanks for coming. Thanks for all the support.
I look forward to. You say the next hunt's in May, huh?
May 18th.
All right. Oh, I'm going to keep that day open. I mean, I think that's my wife's birthday, but she don't need me there.
Flip the coin. Flip the coin. Flip the coin.
No, there ain't no flipping that coin. There ain't. She'll have many, well, maybe a few more birthdays at least. I don't know, but this one. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, don't worry. As the time comes, we'll get that broadcasted, and I'm sure we'll have another fun day.
Cool. Thank you.
You're the man.
All right, Seals, thank you once again.
All right, Mike. Good night.
Have a good night.
So he rocked it. He rocked it. Real quick. I know we should have said this in the beginning of the show, but I wanted to wait a little bit. We hope Karen Kasupski is healing fast.
She put a post up, said everything went well.
Yep.
Fabulous.
Thank God, and very happy to hear that.
I mean, guys, you got listen. Early. Oh, that leads me to another couple things. Early detection. Honestly, get these tests done. Get them done. I mean, get checked. Because early detection is the key. I have my next checkup, we'll say, or check down February 21st. I think February 21st. So somewhere in that vicinity, we will be doing a show on my next colonoscopy. I don't think I can do a live broadcast for my colonoscopy, but we'll have.
Yeah, me and your doctor are working that out.
We'll have. How do I put it? We will. We'll broadcast that. We'll have pictures and everything. But no, seriously, guys, you've got to take care of yourself.
Hey, remember what we were talking about before the show about our eyes?
Yeah, your eyes.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, at the beginning of the show, my eyes were killing me, and I drowned them out with eye drops. Show us Zeus. Look, I see him in the background. Look at that.
Who, my puppy?
Yeah, look at that. Oh my God, he's dead to the world.
I gave him some pain medicine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
He's on gabapentin.
his legs are hurting. Yeah,
He's got arthritis, my little old man.
poor little guy. So I know you're looking forward to this weekend. I guess we're gonna leave around 7 a.m. again.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm still trying. We still got to find out if you find out where the location is, so I can, set the map and check the time. I mean, but I think that'll be about it. We're gonna have a good
Hey,
time.
you got more of the inside than I do. You can just call Shelly and Dawn and be like,
Yeah.
yo.
First off, that's not as easy as you think.
Or
We'll figure it out. It ain't no biggie.
even Aldred.
They're doing a show. They're doing a show this Thursday. So
No, they're doing one tomorrow night.
tomorrow night. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
Tuesday.
I like what you're using as your towel.
I didn't. It was still dripping. I dried my face off, but it was still dripping, so I grabbed the first thing I saw.
Your DA shirt.
It's one of my DA shirts.
So, we literally, here's the deal, and I really wanted to wait till I talked to Andy Savage, and over the weekend I got to talk to him. I don't know who's out there using the Equinoxes right now, the 600, the 800. Because I don't necessarily know about the 7 or 900, but everyone, Carolyn uses the Equinox. I use the Equinox. Rich and Elaine use the Equinox, and there's been some others that are just.
And I just got contacted by someone else yesterday with the same issue, and there's been 2 or 3 guys on the pages this past week with the same issue.
I want to know why the Equinox in multi-frequency mode, because you can. All right, so here's what it is. I went to Andy and I said, look, I said, these things are just too much chatter, like EMI, like something, I'm like these things get old and just start to go crazy, haywire on you. And one of the answers is we'll just go to single frequency. Well, I shouldn't have to go to single frequency with a multi-frequency machine. This is happening to us on the beach, which is one of the places where it shouldn't happen.
And the thing is that if it was like when Steve told me about it, the first thing we did, change the coil to see if it's the coil. But it's not just Steve. It's been almost everyone in the past month that I've talked to, a big percentage, and they're having the exact same problem. So, and the thing is that we've used this machine early on in its life, and it didn't have these problems. It wasn't doing these things. You swore by the damn machine.
So I love that machine, but now it's so noisy, and people are saying I'm using my Equinox. It's so noisy, and I can't quiet it down. And then they're telling me they're using the sensitivity on like a 13. Which is,
and that's the thing. And everybody that I've been talking to that's having this issue, they're all these Equinoxes are coming in the 4-year range, 5-year range, all in that zone, and they're all telling me the same story.
So
Carolyn telling me.
Oh yeah.
What is your take on it?
You know what? When you hear the story, the first thing you go to the coil, because moisture infiltration in the coil will do that. But the person I talked to yesterday swapped out her coil. Same thing. You swapped out coils. It's not the coil; it's internal. And I've never really heard of the internal electronics going bad with age. If the machine boots up, you're always under the assumption if the machine boots up, it's fine. If it doesn't boot up, then there's a problem. But when you have 5, 6, 7, 10 people telling you the same story, and you guys are swapping out coils and it's not making a difference, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't yet. I mean, lowering your sensitivity is the easiest way to eliminate some EMI and some noise. But you never had to do it that low before.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible? What blocks EMI? Is there do resistors? Is there something in the electronics like a resistor or a capacitor that could?
Sure, there's circuitry in there that eliminates stuff that can't that can't be identified. Like some machines use an algorithm where if it doesn't come up in a certain range, it blocks it out. There's circuitry, and the circuitry's been around for 25 years that block out EMI. Is it possible that circuit is going bad? If it is, then it's a design flaw. It's hard to say design flaw if they last you 4 or 5 years, but if they're all doing the same thing, it's definitely possible. If they put in an Arduino board or something that has that circuitry in it, and however the design is that came loose or something, I guess it's possible. But it's just happening to so many machines. It's crazy.
Anything going past its lifespan, or I mean, we know tires have 60,000 mile ratings, and after 60,000 miles, they're flat. Is it something?
These aren't moving parts. There's nothing that should wear out. Is it possible that an old piece of circuitry can go bad? Sure, it is. But generally speaking, when you turn on a metal detector and you get the tones, whatever tones it makes, and you get the screen, that's the computer booting up. And if it gets to the screen where you can metal detect, it went through the boot process, it went through the list, and it should be functional. It should be okay.
And I don't think a master reset's going to fix this.
No.
If it was something a master reset could fix, then it would have been a known problem, and it should have happened earlier in the lifespan of this thing. I mean, it sounds like something is wearing out on the inside. I can't imagine what would wear out and the machine still boot up and work.
I think it's not. Someone's asking if it's just beach hunters. No, I think Carolyn uses hers in the dirt.
Yeah, and the park behind me.
How did yours work this weekend? How was yours at the hunt this weekend?
It was that I had to have my sensitivity all the way down.
To what?
Besides that, I had it down to 12.
Okay, but
I was afraid I was going to miss targets.
Yeah, did you get any interference from other sources?
When I got, yes, like certain machines give me more interference than others.
Good machines and the Equinox don't like each other.
Well, the thing is,
I think the Deus.
Once you get down to 12, you're not going to have the chatter that we're hearing. Like I said,
but if you're digging in the dirt and you got deep targets and you're at a 12, then you run the risk of missing deep targets.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is people were on the beach and they're going, the only way to stop it from being chatty is to lower the sensitivity down to like 13. Well, if you're using a 13 on the beach, dude, you're barely finding a quarter on the surface.
Yeah, I mean, you're even if you could find targets at a 13, which I'm sure you can, but why? Why would you?
They got to be real high.
I wasn't ground balancing it correctly, and I was just like, I've been going through this book trying to figure it out, and it's crazy. And it's like, and it's got all the numbers popping up everywhere. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
People go nuts over. I didn't ground balance. I got news for you. CTX 3030, my Equinox that I had for 4 or 5 years, machines I use now. I have the CTX 3030. I've ground balanced one time in 13 years. I've never ground balanced. I rarely ground balance any machine. I run it on auto, and I never have that problem.
Right, but
in the store you got to ground balance. But
all right, so the big thing with the Equinox is the noise cancel. And a lot of times you get EMI, you noise cancel, and it can disappear. I can hunt right next to anybody once I noise cancel, but that does not fix this problem.
Yep. Now, and it's definitely a thing because there's just too many people that have come out recently. It's not like that. It's been they've been talking about it for a year. This is all in the past couple months. And this is all of a sudden.
Yeah.
These 3, 4, 5-year-old machines.
Well, that's what it was.
Developing this problem.
One day I said, I'm going to take the Knox on the beach instead of the Deus. And I took it out there and it drove me nuts.
Beginning of the summer, my machine was great. At the end, it's when I was like going from dirt to sand. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
Now, the other thing you got to consider is that these are, and I'm not dogging the machine. And machines are warranted for 3 years. If you get 3 years out of it, you really can't bitch about failure. But these are machines that are known to be prone to moisture infiltration. If over the years this thing has gotten moisture in it, and I'm not talking about flooding, but moisture in it through the weak spots. Moisture can do that, especially if you're a beach hunter. That moisture salt.
Yeah.
These things could do that. But it's definitely a failure. It's a failure after warranty, but it's still a failure on the machine.
So now I'm looking for a new machine.
And the likelihood, and the other sad thing about it is the likelihood of Mind Lab making a fix for it is very, very, very small because it's basically a discontinued machine.
Well, they've got their mind set on other things right now. You know what I mean? They're not gonna revisit the past, like you say.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of time before that machine is eliminated from the shelves. And why would you create a fix on the machine if it's out of warranty already?
See, there's Baumhoff writing stupid shit that makes me laugh. As I was trying to explain to him how I'll be doing a show and I look over and I'll see something that either him or Don Wendt types, and it just cracks me the hell up.
And the interesting thing is the person I was talking to yesterday, and I'm not for no reason of not putting her name out there other than I didn't ask her. She's a dirt hunter, and in recent years she's had reason to be down here digging in the beaches in the salt water, and now her machine has started to act up. So it's a real good possibility that it's very slow and slight moisture infiltration.
Could be.
I'm not saying. Listen, I use that thing in the water, and I'll submerge it, and
I've never had a leak with mine. I've never had that flood. But I'm not talking about flooding out a machine. I'm talking about years of using it. And if a machine is prone to water infiltration, it's going to be prone to slight moisture infiltration as well. These things get hot, they get cold. That is the perfect scenario to draw moisture in through seals. I've had a CTX draw moisture right past the seal because I left it out in the hot sun on a puddle on the back of my truck when I blew my knee out, and it took it right out and up into so it can happen.
Huh.
It's frustrating and just frustrating. So I don't know. But Carolyn, thanks for joining us tonight.
You're welcome.
And we are gonna see you Saturday.
Yep, next week. Dig it, dude.
This week.
I'm excited.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, yeah.
So, and let's try and have coffee in the morning. Let's try and be here on time and not sleep on the ride home.
I'll bring you a whole pot of coffee.
All right, kiddo. Have a good night.
All right. Nice talking to you all. Bye.
Yeah, I tell you what, we have a lot of laughs on the ride there and back, and it's fun. I'm still, like I said, I'm waiting to find out where Dig It Dude is, but I think that trip's going to be in the 1 hour range also, so it ain't so bad.
Yeah, if it's near their home, it's not going to be that far of a ride.
And then I'm sitting there talking to Joe Jorgensen and, talking about his hunts, which is not going to be until the spring, I don't think. But he's like, it's way up in Sussex County, man. That's like a 2.5 hour ride in one direction.
Yeah, I mean, they got some good land that they dig, man.
Oh, I have to Herb Lee, thank you very much. Herb and Marla Lee sent me a nice Halloween package in the mail. I can't thank you enough. I just saw Herb's name, and I'm so sorry I didn't get to you earlier. But guys, thank you. You guys are awesome. I got a nice little box of candy.
I have to put some thank yous out there too. I got some lovely candy corn. I got some lovely cookies. Now, thank you. You guys brightened up my really, really, really bad month.
So Mike Baumhoff wants me to use the decision coin. Should we keep Don Went on this page or not? And I just flipped, and guess what the answer is?
Don Went has ventured into competing with me in the game of Word Blitz.
There
And
you
so
go.
far,
You can see the answer right there.
Don managed to beat me once, but I was asleep. So,
well, you can chat with him on your telephone game because he's just been selected to be booted out.
And I got a new competitor just started too, the Ms. Bortner.
Oh, good. She's nice. She's really nice. John Porcella, you guys, they looked like they had a nice trip, didn't they?
Yeah, I didn't realize they were going on a cruise.
See, there's a joke there, but I'm not going to do it.
Don Went. Yeah, there's a couple more pieces I'm gonna unload as I clean the closets out, but it's probably not going to be till after I heat up the shop again, which is going to be this week.
If he puts a Detect America shirt up for sale, don't buy it. It's probably the one he just wiped his face with.
I was wiping my eyes with it, man. My eyes were like my glasses. I broke my glasses and I had them hot glued together because right before the show, and I just had to run out and get another.
How about some of those pictures? It looked like John was sitting at the mall on that ship. I wish I could do a cruise. I think it would be great, but I don't. There's no way.
It's on my list to do. I haven't. I did a few years ago, and I'm dying to get back on one again. I had a lot of fun. I know. John goes, I didn't find the anchor. How could you not find it? It's at the front of the boat. I get seasick in the tub. I really do. And it's such a shame. I get so mad, but there's but you did all right in Alaska, didn't you?
I didn't go on no boats.
Oh, I thought you were on a boat one day in Alaska.
No, I chickened out. I didn't chicken out. I just declined not to go. I could have went, and I would have been fine. It was flat. That water was flat. My brother was fine.
Well, then you would do all right on a cruise because you don't even know you're on the water or anything.
The problem with going fishing in Alaska was the day I was going to go, they were out for over 10 hours. And
that's a long day.
Yeah, but see, they brought their 5-year-old son with them. So you know what would have happened. I'd have been out there crying, and the kid would have told me to man up. So, and then there was another. I was kind of glad I also didn't go either. Do you know when you catch a halibut, you have to stun it, we'll say, because they can really cause problems when they're in the boat.
Right.
They thrash around, and I wouldn't have done too well with that. You know, I don't know.
Herb Lee said he doesn't go anymore because they don't let him fish off the back of the boat anymore.
Boy, you probably have to throw a lot of line out if you do that.
JVP, the boats are so big you don't even know you're on a boat. It's like you're in a big, gigantic casino. It's awesome.
I know you say that, but
Although I'll admit the first cruise I went on, the very first one I went on, I think it was in my head, but I did take Dramamine, but I've never taken it since.
Yeah, I know. They just look so beautiful. I wish I could go take a couple of times we were down to Cape Canaveral where they have the cruises in the port, and I wish I could have went take a tour.
I might tell you what, and this isn't a bust on your eating. I'm just saying this out loud.
Oh, the
feed you. Food doesn't stop, and it's amazing.
Oh, I know. I would make it in today's life.
Whew. Man, the food there was killer.
Well, these guys are making all sorts of jokes about me and boats. You think you're funny. So I don't know. What do we got coming up? We gotta.
Well, I've been a little preoccupied this past couple of weeks. I will say this, guys. The first ugly box that's coming off the line, once I turn the shop back up on this week, we're going to give it away. So hopefully it's next Monday. We're going to be giving away the ugly box system, and depending on my mood, maybe two. And so after everything is up and running again this week, I'll get more heavy into booking some people.
So Celeste was in the chat tonight, so she
Celeste is having a ball. She had a death in the family. She went to the funeral over in the UK, and the rest of the time she's been bopping around England.
Yeah,
tonight she's at the airport. She's staying at the airport hotel, and she flies out tomorrow.
Well, that's good because she'll be able to find the hotel, be able to find the airport from the airport hotel, though.
Yeah, she will. Because I asked her, I said, "How far are you from the airport?" She goes, "All I got to do is walk down the hall." I said, "Perfect."
Still sounds like a challenge if you ask me.
Well, you know what? She made her way all around England with no help. All kinds of things. She's looking at castles, and she ate. I think she said she ate curry like 115 times.
So she's at what airport? Heathrow?
No, she's at Gatwick on the other side of London.
Is it a direct flight?
No, she has to stop in Philly for an hour and a half.
Is she really? She's going to be in Philly?
Yeah, she's got a layover in Philly for 90 minutes, and then she's coming in tomorrow night. Pick her up at the airport tomorrow night.
Okay. Well, if there's any problems in Philly, you can call me.
Yeah, I'd say Steve's 10 minutes away.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, and then we'll be broadcasting from Dig It Dude.
Dig It Dude.
I hope I can...
Don't forget the website to buy tickets for the Road to Meridian. Should be up soon. We are going to blast this thing once it comes up. Once we're ready to go. I've been getting messages all the time. People want to know when to buy tickets. We will let you know when the website goes up. I am really excited about this thing.
Yeah, because you can drive there.
Well, that and the location. The location is, if you're a hardcore detectorist, if you love the dirt, you love the history, this is the kind of place you make sure you get to.
Is Matt Kwiatkowski coming down to Florida?
They're not. He was. His buddy was going down. His buddy's coming down for something. He's going to take the ride with him. He's telling me now it's going to be a couple of weeks. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm putting a new ventilation system in your bedroom. It's okay.
Soundproof. Make it soundproof. What the hell? Oh, he's coming down.
I'm going to create a black hole so that it sucks everything out of the room.
Yo, maybe I'll come down so his visit is just as fun as it was last time.
Hey, there's plenty of room.
Plenty of room at the inn. All right, I'm going to bed.
I'm going to walk my dogs and
go shut Facebook off.
Oh, I got to go shut Facebook off. Oh.
He's got to take a big walk to the West Wing.
Wait, I got to take the
guys. Don't forget, Shelly and Dawn tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Man, somebody might have to call me if I forget because I want to watch this one. Josh Kimmel on Sunday and Wednesdays. Beyond Sight and Sound, the metal detecting adventure. Don't forget, Butch Holcomb Monday nights at 9 in Relic Roundup. Great guy. Oh, I don't know if anybody saw, but I called and crashed their show. It was pretty funny when Karen was on. So we're gonna crash Butch's show tonight.
I gotta walk my dogs first, so that's 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay in bed, maybe sign on and say hi. I'm tired. Oh, we forgot to call the princess.
Oh no.
You know what? It's never too late. Princess was here all
weekend. Probably in bed, all tucked in and sleeping by now.
She'll wake up when I call. She should have called me. Let's see. She'll answer.
Hello.
Hi, Princess.
Hi.
Hi, you're on the show. Do you want to say hi to everyone?
Hi.
Can you hear her?
Hi.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. How's school going?
Good.
How was your ride home last night?
I wasn't bad. It felt quick. There was like no traffic.
No traffic? Okay, good. How long does it take you? Like an hour and 40 minutes?
Yeah, without traffic.
Yeah, okay. But you got home safely. Did you have class today?
Yeah, I had 3.
You are going to class, correct?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
That was a bit. I'm a quiet skipper.
What are you eating?
Doritos.
Oh my God.
You're interrupting Bob's Burgers.
Oh, you're always watching Bob's. And this is an 18-year-old girl who's in college.
I watch South Park. It's fine.
I say, well, that's your mentality. Your mentality is less than. She's more mature than you when it comes to mentality. All right.
Make me look very smart.
Did you take your cat to college with you?
My sweet angel, no, she wants to keep you company. She said she wants to start cuddling with you.
Oh my God! And you're coming home again this weekend?
Yeah, I have an eye doctor appointment.
What day?
What day?
What day?
I'm coming down Friday. I should be there like at 6.
Well, when's your eye doctor appointment?
Saturday.
They have eye doctor appointments on Saturday?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. We'll see you then, pumpkins. I love you.
All right, see you then. Bye, love you.
Bye.
Bye, Frank.
Bye, Frank. Yeah, bye, Frank. You know, the kid is she's having a ball. I'm glad she is.
Yeah, good that she's enjoying it.
Oh man, she's such a happy kid. I could tell you. And she brought a friend with her this weekend. They had a good time. You know what they did? They went over to Philly and did a couple things. Huh?
They hit Dave and Buster's?
No, they went and they saw that portal thing. And then they were at the concert where your friend Leonardo DiCaprio was.
My friend Leonardo DiCaprio. He had a concert.
Yeah,
Leonardo DiCaprio had a concert?
Oh, I guess you don't know because you're in Florida. They did the Rock the Vote. So they came out and told everyone to vote.
I'm so happy. I was hunting to find out where my polling station is, and it's literally like around the corner from my house. I could walk there. It's like,
so you're registered in Florida now?
When you get your driver's license, you do.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's doing this early voting stuff.
I was going to do it, but I got to drive like 15 miles to go do it. Now, they only have like 3 locations down here to do it.
I think almost anyone can do it. You know how we get the ballot in the mail?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in Jersey, you walk in and you get to go into a machine and push buttons.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing it that way.
Well, if you go the day, like down here, if I go on the 5th of November, then you go into the booth, you hit the button, you pull the lever, or you can request a mail-in ballot. But there's a few to jump through down here.
Yeah, but wait, let me explain. I threw it away. The sample ballot you get in the mail.
Yeah.
Showed us something like you're going to get a piece of paper.
Oh, they may be doing it like that now.
And you fill in a circle with a number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
And then you feed it into a scanner and it count. Why are they doing that?
I guess so there's a hard copy of it for them to count if they have to.
I don't know, but that was I'll let you know if that's the way it actually happens because I think that's.
I'm just happy I can literally walk around the corner and I'm at my polling.
Oh yeah, mine's a couple blocks away. We drive over though, but some guy walked in today. Goes, I'm here to vote. Oh, okay. Well, come right in. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. I mean, I know they're taking early voting.
I had a prize to give away tonight.
What do you got to give away?
Well, it's too late now. We only got like 20 people left. I had a whole package of stickers, KG and Ringy cards. I had a KG and Ringy DVD.
Who are they?
I know. I found them.
Should we give it away to the people that stayed?
If there's enough people here.
Well, it doesn't matter because I'll take names and they don't have to be here. So I'll do it real quick.
If you're still here, do hashtag, I don't know.
KK.
Hashtag KK again. Let's do that.
And I'll get the names off of Facebook.
you guys are
Why?
gonna
Is,
get
oh, you turned Facebook off
Facebook
already.
off.
Yeah, but I'll use those names.
You're gonna get KG and Ringy cards.
Wow.
I got Adventures in History stickers. I've got KG and Ringy Florida Hunt 7 stickers. Wow. I got an Aquatech sticker. I've got KG and Ringy DVD.
I think we got a good number of people that show up on this.
And the winner gets to walk my dogs.
I didn't see Elaine in the show tonight.
I didn't see her either. She's probably all tuckered out from the hunt this weekend.
All right, I got a bunch of names. Celeste name's in there twice, but she ain't winning.
Yeah, she ain't winning. She ain't winning.
Oh, Elaine
got these stickers.
No, Elaine's name is in there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Elaine's name is in there. All right, I'll share it just so everybody sees. Share screen, share this one. All right, put it up there. Not yet. Wait till the wheel. Oh, you got the wheel going. This isn't the winner. This is not the winner. All right. All right, it's the winner. Michael McGee.
Michael McGee.
So me and Michael McGee. So I'm sure if you send him a message, he will love it. You probably already have his
Yeah, I do. I got his info.
Yeah, the address and all. So all right, my man. I'm going to bed.
All right, brother. I'm gonna go walk my dogs. I'm gonna make myself a nice little sandwich.
A sandwich?
And then I'm gonna go lay in bed
And then what time is she supposed to come in tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night about 9:30.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's about 25 half-hour drive.
Yeah, and there won't be, the roads will be clear, so that's probably the best.
Yeah, 9:00 on a Tuesday night should be pretty clear.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Have a good night. Thanks everyone for joining us.
All right, guys. See you later.
We're out, man. I'm out. All right.